Liverpool fans, you're so very welcome. Welcome back to Palace Man Mason. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Full time at the Emirates Stadium. And no, not in the Carabao Cup, this one's in the Premier League. Full time there, Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 2. We're still unbeaten. I think we're still winless, at the Emirates since 2019, I'm pretty sure. But that point today just gives us something to fight for through the league somewhat, before we go into the FA Cup semi-final in 3 days' time. And boy, am I looking forward to that. But in terms of preparation going into this game, I think Glasner got the team pretty much exactly spot on. Playing Justin Devenny as number 10, I did doubt it before the game, and I think he did play quite well as number 10. I think Daichi Kamada coming in was quite risky, but even he, I think, played pretty well as well. And, you know, Lerma coming in for the suspended Chris Richards, I always thought was a little bit of a risk. You know, when you've got Klein, Ward, proper defenders that could probably go in there. But actually, you know what? I feel like Glasner got it pretty much spot on, like I just said. And Arsenal are pretty much like a marathon away from the Premier League title, with Liverpool just needing to avoid defeat against Tottenham on Sunday, and Arsenal are denied a Premier League trophy. And I'm not saying it's all our doing that denied it the title, because obviously Arsenal have bottled games throughout the season, but boy, was our performance quite good tonight. And the finishes from Eze to make it 1-1. Mateta's finish especially to make it 2-2. I've always said, if the goalkeeper's out of position, you have the ball, have a bloody go. And Mateta did just that, off the other side of the bar and in to make it 2-2. Absolutely brilliant finish from Mateta. And I actually give Glasner credit for bringing him on, because if he didn't, then I feel like with Nketiah on the pitch on his own, it might have fizzled out to be a 2-1 defeat. And we got the point. Okay, we're winless in 4 going into the FA Cup semi-final, but still, I feel like that was a very professional performance from Crystal Palace. And, you know, going into a semi-final, it's actually, since we got promoted, I think it's our first point going into an FA Cup semi-final. I think in 2016, we lost 2-0 to Manchester United. In 2022, we lost 2-1 away at Leicester. So going into this game today, I actually didn't have a lot of confidence, but that performance today has given me a lot of confidence going into Saturday. And as much as Aston Villa have been playing well, okay, they got knocked out of the Champions League by PSG. They won 4-1 at home to Newcastle, a team that beat us 5-0. They did show their negative and some slightly weaker side going into their game against Manchester City last night. And so, yes, we'll be a little bit more underprepared, a little bit more tired going into that game on Saturday, which defines our season pretty much. If we get into an FA Cup final and we finish 12th, then I would say we've made a bit of progress this season. If we finish 12th and we lose on Saturday, then I'll be a little bit like, well, we've just added a good day onto the season. Okay, I would like to say that we've not had this many points going into our last 4 Premier League games of the season. We need 5 points out of our last, 4 games to be able to say that we've got the most Premier League points we've ever had. 50 points is what we're looking for. And we've got Nottingham Forest, Tottenham, Wolves and Liverpool. I would say we may be able to beat Wolves, even though they have been playing really well. And I would say we may be able to win away at Tottenham. Nottingham Forest at home and Liverpool away. Anything in them games are added bonuses, in my opinion. As far as I'm concerned, looking at the cups at this point, you know, if we beat Aston Villa and we're through to the FA Cup final against either Nottingham Forest or Manchester City, then I'll be looking at the Forest game, the Tottenham game, the Wolves game as something as a little bit of a training game looking to the final. But we will see where we stand at that point. Looking at the Arsenal goals, a little bit of a negative to bring to this video. I do think the Kirill header was very, very poor defending from Eddie Nketiah, even though he's not a defender, we know that. But to choose a centre-back as the player that you're going to mark from that free kick, to give him a free header, yes, it's a great header from Kirill to put past Henderson to make it 1-0 to Arsenal inside 3 minutes and put the odds very heavily against us inside the opening 3 minutes. You know, it wasn't great as far as I'm concerned. And the goal from Trossard to make it 2-1, obviously gutted because he is a former Brighton and Hove Albion player. But looking at that goal, it's a brilliant take from Trossard, and he, took advantage of the fact that Jefferson Lerma is not a solid Premier League centre-back, and he exposed that with twisting and turning and then shooting near post. But I would say that the goals from Eze and Mateta were worthy enough of a point today, and I will take that forward and take it as a massive plus as far as I'm concerned. So that is the end of this review. So in terms of the Premier League, my next vlog will be on either Monday the 5th or Tuesday the 6th of May between Palace and Nottingham Forest. But we are all looking forward to the vlog on Saturday, 26th of April, Crystal Palace against Aston Villa. It's 26th, isn't it? Yes, 26th of April. I cannot wait for that game. I genuinely can't, because I'm more confident going into that than I was the Chelsea game back in 2022, and that's the only Wembley vlog on the channel to this day, and that game or that vlog will be much better, I promise you, against Aston Villa in terms of quality and everything else. So like, share, subscribe to stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys. It might be released on Sunday, maybe, we'll see, but I will see you guys for that vlog, and oh boy, does it define our season. Like, share, subscribe. Goodbye, people. I'm happy with the point.